Hi, hey guys, hello and welcome back. Welcome to Tuzee Tuesdays. Nurses with Talent. We have Nurses with Talent today. And today our nurse is a nurse that she's so beautiful. Like she's brand new to nursing. She has just been doing nursing for 3 months. But her talent is definitely going to get you saying, wow. But, like I said, she's only been nursing for 3 months. So she is brand new to nursing. And I just want to say thank you to all the nurses that have been working with our guests, with Sadie, our guest today. And I really want to encourage you, to continue to keep our new nurses, excited about nursing because right now, I don't know. There's so much not to be excited about. And I'm so proud, like always so proud of new nurses, but especially right now, nurses that are coming into nursing right now with everything going on and still, deciding to come into nursing as a profession. I think that is absolutely amazing. And you're going to see for yourself, this girl is amazing. And when I actually haven't, done a whole lot with her. So I don't know her as much. So we will both be getting to learn about Sadie as, we're both going to be learning about her, but she's a beautiful soul. And I can't wait to share her talent. So I hope you are here and excited to do that too. And if it's your first time watching Tuzee Tuesdays, Nurses with Talent, I say welcome. Welcome. The goal of this show really is to have fun, inspire each other and, add some value in doing that. We learn to love ourselves enough that we can love others. So I hope you have fun. I hope you appreciate this beautiful girl because she is beautiful. And you're going to see her shows it. Welcome, Sadie. Welcome. Okay. Hey, Sadie. Hi. Welcome to Tuesdays.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. I'm so glad you're here. I'm super excited to share your stuff. Wow, you're amazing. Like, I was looking at the stuff you sent me and it's like, wow, so good. But no, welcome to Tuzee Tuesdays, Nurses with Talent. And like I said, I'm so excited you're here. And it's kind of very interesting because you are one of my guests on the show that I actually just met once. And then here you are on the show. So everyone watching, you're going to be hearing as much about this girl as I am going to be hearing about her. But she is amazing. So I can't wait to share her stuff. So just before we go talking about your talent, Sadie, of course, it's Nurses with Talent. So we like to start a little bit with chatting about nursing. Even though we shouldn't be chatting about nursing on like our, but we do chat about nursing a little bit. So just before we get started, I'm just going to ask you to give us like a bit of an introduction. So like your name, where do you work currently and how long have you worked as a nurse?
So my name is Sadie. I'm working on the inpatient surgery floor at KW. And it's a great floor to be on. It's very busy, but I love being on there. And I've only been working as a nurse for about 3 months now. So wow. I'm still very fresh, very new. Still lots to learn, but I'm excited.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Welcome to nursing. Wow. 3 months. 3 months. That is amazing. So you are one of those nurses that came into nursing with the gowning and everything with COVID and everything. Wow. How is that?
So from being a student and not having to do that, and you were able to smile all the time and actually interact with patients on like more of a physical basis with, facial expressions, to now work as a nurse when you're fully gowned up, you kind of look like a minion. So
I have never heard that before, but that's so true.
I mean, like, it's a little bit different, but I feel like when you care enough, I feel like your message gets across to the patient. So it's definitely different, but it is what it is, and we're keeping everyone safe and ourselves. So yeah.
That is true. It is so different. And I like the illustration about the minions. I've never thought of it like that. I think it's well fitted because we are in those yellows and our goggles. Like, yeah so we just need to make We probably sound like them too. It's just like that is so funny. But no, yeah, it is difficult. Like I have been privileged to work as a nurse before COVID. So yeah, it's so true. It's so different, to be able to talk to people like with your actual without mask, just facial expression is such a big like nonverbal, it's such a big communication piece. And we can't do that. Everything has to be like with our voice now. So yeah, but I'm glad that you're enjoying it. And
Thank you.
surgery, that's a busy floor. Yeah. Well, great place to start though. Great place to
Yeah,
start.
definitely. Lots of
Yeah.
skills to be learned.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so let's talk a little bit about your talent. I'm very eager to know how did you get into it? Like, is this something that you have like a family member that did it before? It's like how did you get into to art? Like how did you get into
So
it?
as a kid, my mom, she did art, and I was probably like 1.5, 2 years old, and she would just put markers or pencils in front of me to keep me busy when she was
Oh,
working.
that's
So I
cool.
would just kind of start scribbling around and painting and everything else that I do. And it just kind of progressed along the years. And then I met some of my mom's friends, and they were painters or they were sculpture people. And so I just started learning how to do it when I would stay with them, or when I went to school, I took art classes all throughout, and I just fell in love with it. So
Very
let's
nice.
experiment with different types and always learn new skills of art. And yeah, it's fun.
Yes, yeah, and you do a beautiful job. Like honestly, it's amazing what you do. I'm looking at your pieces. I know you were telling me like you had hoped to go into like more of a it's like a nursing kind of art, like medical kind of art, like
Yeah,
eventually.
so I was looking into becoming maybe like a medical illustrator,
It's beautiful.
and I think it would be kind of cool, but I would love to still continue doing nursing while I do that,
Yeah.
as I love the nursing field, but I also love art, and I think combining the two is just really beautiful. So,
I
yeah.
think so. Absolutely. The good thing about nursing, nursing is it's a great profession, but there's nothing like having something that you can go back to after a crazy day at work because there are crazy days at work. And as you know, I'm a singer. So after like a crazy day at work, it's always nice to find my piano. So absolutely, artists are. I think is a great piece to keep handy for those days. Not even crazy days. Sometimes you maybe work on like a case and you have this idea that you want to like illustrate, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, so I think that would be sort of cool. So definitely keep it for sure. And you're amazing at it. So why? Why not? Why not keep it? I was looking at there's an anatomy piece that you have of this skeleton. I was like, wow, I remember being back in nursing school. I love anatomy, but art is like, yeah, no. No. I can name every piece of the bones, but just to draw it out and tell you where it is, nah, no. So it's
Yeah,
a
so actually knowing how to draw actually really helped me when I was studying, because when learning all of the bones and the muscles, I would draw
yes,
it to actually learn it. So it was really helpful.
that is neat. That is so neat. Yeah, yeah. I just drew something and just try to like name something. My poor instructor. But anyways, we are talking about these amazing art, and I think we should show it because it's beautiful. So we will be sharing it with people. But just before we go, there is I keep going ahead of myself with this art because I did watch the thing you sent me and I love it. I saw there's sort of like a mural you did. Is that yeah, that's beautiful. Yes, guys, you have to keep waiting. I know. Yeah, I'm just doing teasers here, but I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show it all. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah. So where is that? Is that like at your house? Is that? It
Okay,
looks.
so the mural, I actually did that in the community, and it's in Hanover at the launch pad. So it's like a youth organization where They bring in kids that either need help with homework or to learn either cooking skills, art, or other things to get them out of um, doing other things in the community that maybe they shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
So it's just to like help youth. And I was approached with my best friend, and we made it together. And we're still trying to finish it, but because of COVID, we haven't been able to go into the building. So
Okay.
the photo that you see there is the last part of what we've actually accomplished so far. But I do hope to go back once COVID is done. And yeah.
Yeah. It's beautiful. And now things are starting to open. So definitely, I'm sure you will be able to get to finish that. That will be nice. Yeah. But anyways, let's share these paintings. Since we're talking about them, I think people should see them. Absolutely. Look at that. Look at that picture. I just love it. It's so neat. Like when did you draw this? What's going through your hair when you draw that? It's so nice. I like the whole, you can tell it's a lady, but then it's a flower going up there.
This one was actually inspired by one that I saw on Pinterest. And I was drawing it actually after I wrote an exam. I was just really bored, and I was like, I need to do something just to de-stress.
Yes.
And I just kind of did this.
Nice. It's so pretty. Yeah. So pretty. Okay, we're just going to play the video, and then we will talk about some of these great paintings. Okay. So pretty. That's one of the anatomy pieces I was talking about.
Yeah. That one took a long time. That was actually stipple. So I actually had to draw it all with dots. So it took hours.
Oh, wow. I can imagine. Yeah. That's so pretty. I like that. And this is the mural we're talking about, guys. So for those of you who are wondering, that is so cool. I like the heart at the bottom there. That is so neat.
Yeah. And then like there's a little person coming out of the other tree. So
yeah, we're going to play it through now. We'll definitely go back and stop it so we can really see some of these pieces. And this one you were telling me about when I met you. So you're going to tell us a little bit about it.
Okay. Well, the heart one, it took forever. I almost burnt the place down because I had to use like a jigsaw and actually saw through paper. So there was sparks flying everywhere.
We will go back to it so you can tell us about it. It's a little hard hearing you, but I'll pause it and then you can tell us. That's neat. That is so cool. I like that. This is the one here. I was like, whoa, that's amazing. That's amazing. No, I was saying I really like how you got the heart at the end of the tree there. That's so cool.
Yeah, that one's more of our mechanical tree, because at the community center they have mechanical shops and skills to learn. So we try to make it more geometric, mechanical looking, and then the other one's more realistic. And there is a heart hidden under the other one too, but it looks more like roots.
Okay.
And you can see that the two roots kind of come together, and it's supposed to represent community.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. So and then the sunset is, the Hanover area is known for their sunsets. So we decided to tie in the beautifulness of nature. We have a person kind of coming out of the realistic tree. And that's just to represent, again, community, but also working in the community and just loving nature and each other. And we wanted to be very inclusive. So we made it into the tree instead of picking genders, races, or sexual orientation. So we just wanted to make it part of the tree.
That's nice. I like that. That's very pretty. And you still have like quite a bit of it to go, or you like almost there?
Yeah, so if you go forward a little bit to the last photo of it, yeah, that one. So we kind of just have to finish off the
The top there.
yeah, the top there, and then a little bit of the tree that has like square leaves.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we just have to
That's
fix up
nice.
the edges, and then it's pretty much done.
It's actually very pretty. I really like the sunset there. Just at the, it's nice. It's
Yeah,
very
thank
pretty.
you.
Yeah. How long did this stuff like that, how long did that take to put that up that far?
So the actual planning of it took the longest because
Yes.
the place that we wanted to do it at, they had certain requirements and certain visions that they wanted within it, and we had to try and figure out exactly what that was.
Right. Right.
So yeah, that was the trickiest part. And then we had to find time after school, and since we lived away, we had to find time to drive down and do it.
Yeah.
So I honestly cannot give you a certain amount of hours or time.
That's okay.
It's
Yeah.
been over
Yeah.
a few years,
Yes.
for those reasons. Yeah.
It's pretty though. It's very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. And we got to talk about the heart. So now that is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. That I can see in like a museum or something. It's
Yeah.
so nice.
I
Yeah.
have thought of trying to put it out somewhere and show my art, but I just haven't had the time to do that yet.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's been
Yeah.
really hard with COVID and everything. But now I think
Yeah.
with things opening, I think it's a really beautiful piece. But you want to walk us through it? Tell us like how did you come up with this? Like,
Yeah, so I was doing a project and I decided to do a sculpture, but I wanted to do something that was a little bit out of what I'd usually do. So usually I do like pottery or clay or something, and I was like,
yes.
ooh, books. So these are all books that have duplicates. These are not like unique books. These are all very old and damaged. So I was okay with cutting into them. And I had to use a jigsaw. So again, it created a lot of sparks, so I almost set it on fire. Luckily, that didn't happen. Um, and again, the pages weren't glued together, so the pages would just fly up and you'd have like dust everywhere.
Right.
Yeah, and then after I cut it, I had to sand it down so that it would have shape, and that took probably the longest.
Yes. Yes.
And it was really cool before I painted it. It actually had all of the books and some letters and stuff. It looked really cool. I was gonna leave it, but I thought it was missing something, so I decided to paint it and shade it in, and here it is. I
It's
love
beautiful.
it.
Yeah, it is. I wouldn't know it was books until you said it was books.
Yeah,
And that, yeah, I think that's pretty neat that you will come up with like an idea like that to make, yeah, honestly, like I said, I wouldn't know it was books until you told me it is actually books. Yeah, that is pretty neat. Yeah, I really like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I think definitely you should share it with you never know, there might be a museum out there because it's really
definitely.
pretty. It's
Yeah,
really
the
pretty.
only problem with it is when you move it, it's very heavy.
Right.
So, yeah,
Yeah. So how many books did you have to use? Did you remember?
I used I think it was 12 to begin with, and then I took some of them off. So I think I have about 10 of them there.
10 books. Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. That's very nice. That is pretty. I
Thank
like
you.
that. Yeah. That's
I kind
very
of
neat.
had like an Ariel kind of idea in my head, and
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You know, she's one of my favorite Disney characters. I'm just saying. Just saying, always, I don't know why, but I've always liked the whole, I don't know. Anyways, we're not even going to go talking about Ariel because I might not stop. Because I think there's a lot of things that Disney could have done to make her, I don't know, anyways. But no, that's beautiful. I like it. Very
Thank you.
pretty. Do you do like tattoo for people? Because that looks like a nice tattoo that would go on someone. Just
I have not designed a tattoo for anyone yet. I have
no.
been asked. I don't think I can design tattoos that well.
I think you could. Like it's like that totally works. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's neat. And then this turtle here is so cute. I like that rose on the back of a turtle. That's just very neat. So
Yeah.
is this kind of the style of your mom's, or are you like creating your own as you go?
This is my own.
That's
My
nice.
mom does more of, I can't even explain it. What she does is really cool though. But it's more of my dad, he's a woodworker. So he kind of cuts things up and then she'll make things out of the wood and paint it. And then you hang it in your house. It looks really, really cool.
Yeah, that's cool. So it's a heart, it's like a house of creativity. It's
Tucked in.
like, yeah, Tuesday don't show up or something. That's so neat. That is so very neat. So what's your favorite piece that you've done so far? Like is it in these?
I love the heart that I did.
I love
For
it too.
one.
Yeah.
This one was another one of my favorites when I first did it. Now, when I'm looking at it, I don't love it as much as I used to
Yeah. Yeah.
because I definitely need to work on the ribs in this photo. They don't look as realistic as I'd like them to. And then
Right.
the sternum, I think, is a little bit too short for my liking. Usually it's a little bit longer, but I'm really happy with the skull part of it. Yeah.
I think it's beautiful. Like honestly, you have to be an artist to see all of that. I just see a very nice painting. So which is really cool. But no, I think the heart is my favorite too. Absolutely. Where is
Yeah.
it? It's so neat. And it's unbelievable that it's actually made of just books. It's
Yeah.
like it's surreal. It's beautiful. I really like it. Like honestly, I do. Yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah. Yeah, it's very nice. But no, I think the heart, I love all of this stuff, honestly. But the heart, I think, is really it's so unique. Like how you I've not even heard about that, burning books to make like art. Like that is, yeah, that is so cool. And I'm glad things didn't catch on fire.
Me too.
But no, it turned out so pretty. But yeah, seriously, you should look into like showing it off for sure. We would definitely, I'm gonna put it on my on stuff when I do this. Yeah, because I think it's really cool. Yeah. Have you ever like gone to like an art show with your stuff? Have you sold any of your stuff? Or
So I've given a lot of my art away to friends and family. I have
that's
thought of
nice.
selling. I haven't gotten there yet. My brother keeps trying to tell me to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I haven't had the time to do it. Maybe now I will. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
actually, I have had an art piece in high school. I drew or painted a piece, and it was for not for sale. So pretty much it was an organization to help kids and women get out of human trafficking. And
Oh,
I
that's
did a piece
nice.
there and it was shown. I never got it back, so I think it sold.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
nice.
it was really cool to actually be able to do that and for a really good cause.
Yes, absolutely. And yeah, you do it so well. Why not? Yeah, why not? Absolutely. Why? I couldn't show my art, but I just, but you can. So you should do it. You should do it definitely. And yeah, but thank you so much again. Thanks so much for sharing your art with us. It is, I think, is amazing. And that heart is definitely worth a show. So we should definitely show it out to people. I think so. Yeah. But so just going back to nursing, do you plan on just working at surgery for a little bit and trying out different places, or surgery was something you wanted to do and it's amazing to be there?
So surgery is actually the number one spot I wanted to be.
That's
And I still
awesome.
love it. I think it's a great spot to learn experience, and like it's great. The patients are amazing, the staff are really, really helpful, and
Yeah.
they're amazing too. And I would love to work in the OR eventually. So it's a really good stepping stone to get there and learn the skills of aftercare before you do the before care.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
so I have a lot of different avenues I'd like to go along within the few years. Um, but I'll take it step by step and see where it goes.
That is true. That's just it, right? And that's the cool thing about nursing. You can, like, really, you can. Like, I started in vent nursing. Then I did some surgery. Then I did medicine. Now I'm floating. So I do like pretty much everything. So you can do, yeah, which is really cool. It's actually really neat that you can get to do that. So yeah, that's awesome.
Definitely.
Yeah. But anyways, just before we end the show for today, I usually ask people to just, tell us like, something that's kept you going. I know you're brand new to nursing, and but still, I'm pretty sure there's something you've learned in your time of being there, or maybe there's something you say, this is something that you actually have for new nurses. Maybe there's something that popped into your head, and you want to like share it. If this is going to be really helpful for if we had this, or maybe if we have more of this. Like anything that you want to share with us that can, help nursing out here.
Yeah, I would love to.
Yes.
I'm still brand new, so I still don't have a lot of advice to give. But if I could give advice to any new nurses, it would be ask questions and don't be afraid to say that you don't know something. It's better to say that than to try and do something unsafely.
Right.
And I would say try and remember that as nurses, we have seen this before. And a lot of patients are coming in to the unknown. They have never dealt with this or seen this. And yes, we've been classified as the heroes of healthcare, and 100% we are. But I think
Yes.
it's also too important to know that the patients are also heroes. They are healing and recuperating on their own. Sometimes family members can't come in. And sometimes they're the ones making our day better instead of the other way
Sure.
around. So remember to smile with your voice and
Yeah.
do something kind.
I love that. That is so true. So well spoken. Like, the whole asking question. I don't think it's just new nurses. I think it's nurses in general, especially if you haven't done like any kind of a thing you haven't done for a little bit, it's okay to ask for a question. I always tell people, like, especially for new nurses, I said, don't ever be ashamed to say I'm new. Like, this is your chance. Say it. Like, I don't care if you need to keep repeating it all the time. Say it. Because that's how you learn. Because you know what? We were all new nurses, so we all went there. We all know what. I know sometimes it's like, people like, there might be people that you might come across that might be busy and not want to help at the time, but just move to the next person, because we all know what it's like being new. We all do. And it's not even just being new nurse. It's like literally, like I said, trying something new. Like me being a float. Like if I haven't gone to a float for like 3 months, it's a brand new floor for me. So I'm like literally starting over. But no, very well said. Yeah, and I love that part about that is new to the patients. It's so true, so very true. We need to be that one nice thing out there for them, especially right now. Like you said, no family to visit, which is I think this is the hardest part about COVID for me personally. That before COVID, we used to have something at the hospital called the help program. So there used to be volunteers coming in to like literally visit patients and their families, of course. But everything shut down, and you as a nurse, you don't have the time to to just there was a patient that I had when I work in surgery, and she called one time and she said, all I want is someone to just sit with me for like 10 minutes. And I was like, oh my goodness, I wish I had 10 minutes to just sit with you. But yeah, sometimes you do, but there's times you just don't. So yeah, we need to understand that it's new to them. It is. So that's very beautifully said. Beautifully said. And I always love it when new grads understand the importance of asking questions. I love that. So you're on a great track. Very good. Yeah, absolutely. And I hope I can work with you someday. I haven't seen you since that one night we worked together. I haven't seen you again. So
yeah, it would be great to see you on surgery.
Sorry?
I said it would be great to see you on surgery.
It would be. Yeah, it would be. I hope so. Yeah, maybe I might just pop up one day when I'm floating. Well, but thanks so much. Thanks again, Sadie, for being on the show. It's a blast to meet you. I'm so glad that you shared your art with us. You are definitely amazing at what you do. And yeah, keep sharing it.
Thank you so much for having me and approaching me and asking me what my talent was. I was not expecting that when I met you.
Yes,
but
yeah.
It was really, really great. And thank you so much for having me on your show.
Absolutely. And thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. Oh my goodness. Wow. You're so amazing. Thank you so much for being on the show. Definitely. And I hope you have a good night.
Thank you very much. I will.
Yes.
You as well.
Okay, Sadie. Bye for now.
Bye.
Okay.